the Scarletlolo cooking show. Welcome!
Hi guys, welcome to the Scarletlolo cooking show. Today we're making leek carbonara.
Clearly there's a lot of dirt on the outside of the leek, but what about the inside? Whether you harvest them yourself or buy them in the shop, they have a habit, because of the way they grow, to trap dirt inside, which isn't great for your cooking. This one was harvested yesterday. I cut some of the leaves to use later for making soup. And this is how I wash them to avoid crunchiness in my meal and get rid of all those hidden bits of dirt.
Yes, I cut it open. Wash, wash, wash. Hold it downwards. Slice it open. Give it a little rub there. And just work my way into the center. That's it. So this leek has been growing all through the winter, and I'm now going to chop it up.
Add some pasta, cheese and some other ingredients and make it into a yummy Leek Carbonara Bake. Can't wait.
Sharp knife. Leek, freshly harvested yesterday. Nice big one, clean, washed. And I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to slice it as finely as I can. Slices are about 1/2 centimeter, 4 millimeters maybe.
Leeks belong to the allium family, which includes onions and garlic. They're higher in sulfur-containing compounds.
The leek is smelling gorgeous, really nice. So I've now got all my ingredients ready. I've sliced up the leek, 1 large leek. I've got flour, milk, 2 eggs, creme fraiche, some nutmeg, fresh nutmeg, and pasta to make my leek carbonara.
I've put the kettle on to fill a pot with boiling water.
Because I like to blanch the leeks. I like to boil them for 3 minutes. It makes them easier to digest, and then I can fry them or do whatever I like with them. In the meantime, I put 2 tablespoons of flour into the milk. Mix it up. 2 eggs. Shells go in the compost. Wash my hands. Right, so I'm mixing up the flour, the milk and the eggs, and I'm adding 2 tablespoons of creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche is a cream soured with a bacterial culture.
And I'm going to grate some fresh nutmeg into the mix.
Nutmeg, a pungent and warm, slightly sweet tasting spice, is used to flavor many kinds of baked goods, confections, puddings, potatoes, sauces, vegetables, and such beverages as eggnog, but it also really goes well with leeks in my opinion, and I do prefer when it's grated from the nut.
Right, my water is boiling, so I'm going to put in the leek. Let it boil for 3 minutes.
Technically, blanching includes a process of cooling down with ice or cold water.
29 seconds to go.
Benefits of blanching include removing pesticide residues and decreasing microbial load.
Right, I shall drain the leeks into another pot. As you can see, the water is quite green, but I'm now going to use the same water for boiling the pasta, because why not? Put the lid on, and the pasta will have to boil for 12 minutes. I'm now putting the leek into the dish. Right, the pasta is very nearly ready. And I will drain it back into the other pot because I can still use it for soup.
You can of course add some other vegetables into the bake. The options are almost endless.
The timer is done. The leeks have been blanched. The pasta is boiled and drained. So I'm going to mix the pasta into the Pyrex dish. And I'm going to put a little bit of butter on top. I'm now going to pour over the egg mix.
With the protein from the egg and cheese topping, the carbs from the pasta and vitamins from the leeks, this is a rounded meal and really doesn't need much else.
And I'm going to give it another mix through. This smells absolutely delicious. I'm getting really hungry now. I'm going to put a little pepper on top. And I will now add some grated cheese and bake it in the oven for 30 minutes.
And why not bake something sweet in the oven at the same time?
Leek carbonara out of the oven. Looks absolutely yummy. So here it is, leek carbonara. Can't wait to tuck in, literally. Yes. Delicious.
Cheap, simple, nutritious and quick meal. 4 portions of this yummy bake went straight into the freezer, but for tonight I cut 2 small pieces of the vegetable bake and served it with beans, lettuce, celery, tomato and avocado. Yum yum, bon appetit. Give it a go with Lolo. When you subscribe, you can get notifications so you'll know whenever there's a new show.